Narcissistic people aren't always the easiest of people to spot in society. They can act in the most underhand, covert ways, or they can overtly get away with their behaviour because they've got enough flying monkeys and enablers to support who they are as a person. So a few signs that you are dealing with a narcissistic person, and one of the first of these is their lack of empathy. They will go all out to dismiss, to belittle, to mock, to humiliate, to dismiss your feelings, not only your feelings, but the feelings of those around you. They will go all out to dismiss your experiences, to mock and humiliate your opinions. They have a complete lack of concern of who you are as a person. They're only concerned about themselves. They will ignore you when you need them the most, yet they expect you to be there for them when they want something from you. They are some of the most exploitative people you could ever meet. They will manipulate through lies and exaggerations. They will play the victim. They will guilt trip you into doing something you wouldn't ordinarily do because they have a complete lack of respect for your personal boundaries. They're only interested in getting their needs met by you, and they will go all out to gaslight your reality to suit their narrative. They can be some of the most grandiose people you could ever meet. They have that inflated sense of self-importance. Boy, can they lie and exaggerate stories about things and experiences they haven't even experienced. They exaggerate their abilities, their education, yet they tear down anybody and everybody else in order to feel better about themselves. They constantly boast and they demand that special treatment. They believe that they are superior to all others. They don't think they need to book the restaurant that everybody else needs to book. They think they should just turn up and get the best table in the house. They lack accountability. They're not interested in taking responsibility for who they are as a person. They just simply blame somebody else for all their mistakes and wrongdoings. They're always looking to find a scapegoat to take the fall for their behaviour. Even when there is facts and evidence against them, they look to play the victim, to guilt trip, to get away with their behaviour so that they don't have to face the consequences of their actions, and so that the innocent party ends up facing the consequences of the narcissist's actions. They have that consistent need for attention. They need that excessive attention and validation, which shows deep down they're quite insecure people because they need that validation from outside sources. Not only do they need that validation from outside sources, anybody who gets too close to them, a narcissist is going to make that person feel like they need that validation from outside sources. They're going to destroy your confidence and your abilities to think for yourself due to their lack of empathy, due to their criticism of your opinions and your ideas and your experiences. So you end up seeking validation from people because a narcissist has destroyed you and made you feel insecure, yet you don't go all out to punish other people like a narcissistic individual would. They will go all out to impress strangers over taking care of their own family, and they will play the victim to those strangers of how their family don't care about them, which can partly be true when their families just had enough of their lies. However, with a narcissistic person, they can buy you a gift 10 years ago. If you don't show them appreciation, that eternal gratitude, they will claim that you're the one that doesn't appreciate them, and they will want it back from you. They have a complete disregard for your boundaries. They feel entitled to have what they want, when they want, with whoever they want. So they will violate your boundaries at each and every turn. But they do it in a way where they make out that there is something wrong with you and your boundaries, not them. You're the one that's being selfish. You're the one that's being argumentative. You're the one that's causing all the issues. So you doubt who you are and your perfectly valid boundaries, because boundaries are like the fence you have around your home. Some people have a fence, some people have a wall, some people have bushes. It all varies, and people's boundaries are flexible depending on who they are. So because boundaries aren't set and they are different from person to person and can change as they grow, we believe that there's something wrong with our boundaries and not something wrong with the person trying to violate our boundaries. They will snoop through your things when you're not there, yet their things will be under lock and key. And if they leave their phone handy and you accidentally see a preview message, or even if they cause that much intrigue that you go snooping even though you know it's wrong, and you find out they're doing some of the most deceitful, horrific things behind your back, they will just accuse you of being the problem of because you went through their things, you've got the trust issues. They have those double standards. They feel entitled to go through your things, even though you're not doing anything, but you are never allowed to touch theirs. They're allowed to take your things, you're not allowed to take theirs. They're allowed to borrow your things, you should never ask to borrow anything of theirs. However, with narcissistic people, they can be some of the most charming, endearing people that you could ever meet. They come across as confident, which is usually their arrogance, because to a narcissist, they are never wrong. Everybody else is wrong. And they will go all out with that lack of empathy to dismiss and belittle anyone's opinion who differs to that of the narcissist. And with their grandiose, inflated sense of self and their lack of accountability, the lies that they tell are so convincingly true. They're looking to use people for their personal gain, so they want people to like them. They lack genuine remorse. They're not interested in the pain they've caused somebody else. They're not interested in the suffering they've caused to another person. They lack the genuine remorse. They lack the empathy. They lack the concern. They won't apologise. The best thing you'll get, or the worst thing you'll get from a narcissist that's the closest to an apology, is a false apology. An insincere apology. I'm sorry you, I'm sorry if, I'm sorry but, where they're going to go all out to blame somebody else because they lack accountability. They don't take responsibility. And they are very quick to anger. They are very hostile if their ego is threatened in any way. If you were to challenge their behaviour or question them, they will lash out at you. This can be the overt rage of intimidation and threats, or it can be the covert, passive-aggressive, silent treatments in order to regain control over any given situation. Narcissistic people need to have that control. It's their sense of certainty because they don't want to deal with their insecurities. They want to blame everybody else for those, and they want to hide them from everyone else because they will go all out to use your insecurities against you. You can be open and honest and vulnerable with them, and they will exploit this to get their needs met by you. Any signs you notice you're dealing with a narcissistic person, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support of the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a couple of books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, and a Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, if you'd like to go and check that out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.